So hi, and thank you for joining us today on this beautiful winter wonderland of a day. I know it was no small feat to get here, so I truly appreciate you being here. I'm Trish Meyer, and I'm the Interim Executive Director with Saving Grace. I have had the pleasure of working with the organization for over 16 years, and I've been blessed to be a part of our prevention program and to witness the aha moments that students have as they learn about stopping violence before it ever starts. We appreciate the time you've set aside in support of Saving Grace and hope today's program gives you your own aha moments. So now that you've heard about Saving Grace's program and from some of our local youth, I'd like to talk with you about how life without violence starts with prevention. A good visual for prevention is to think about being alongside a river and seeing that several people are struggling coming down the river and drowning. And as more and more people come down the river drowning, someone goes upstream to see what's happening. There they find a broken bridge. It's causing people to fall into the river. But by fixing that bridge upstream, we can prevent people from falling in and drowning. So we have to ask ourselves, in terms of intimate partner violence, how do we prevent this issue from ever happening upstream? We can't ignore that some youth grow up in homes where there may be abuse. But we also know that with some education, we can break those family patterns. In the video you just saw, Sylvie mentioned that physical violence is a more obvious marker, but it's just one of several aspects of dating violence relationships. So here are some stats that will shed more light on dating violence. Did you know that 1 in 3 adolescents in the US is a victim of physical, sexual, emotional, or verbal abuse from a dating partner? And further, did you know that 1 in 10 high school students has been purposefully hit, slapped, or physically hurt by a partner, by a boyfriend or girlfriend, excuse me. And another alarming statistic is that girls and young women between the ages of 16 and 24 experience the highest rate of IPV, intimate partner violence, almost triple the national average. So we know that young people need help when it comes to dating violence prevention. And even the state of Oregon acknowledged this by passing the Healthy Teen Relationships Act of 2012. And it requires all schools to provide dating violence prevention education in grades 7 through 12 for all students. And Saving Grace is the only organization in the community with dating violence prevention expertise to support schools with this important initiative. Over the past several years, our violence prevention program has been able to reach about 3,000 students each year with 1 part-time staff member. But there are so many more students to reach in our community. And actually in Deschutes County, there are upwards of close to 15,000 middle and high school students in the county. So to effectively create a culture of healthy relationships, we need to reach all 7th through 12th graders and instill positive conflict resolution skills to teach the true meaning of affirmative consent and to train positive youth role models who can then mentor younger students. We also need to partner with the broader community, including the college and the local media and other programs that serve youth, so that we can promote an entire community based on healthy relationships. So listen to the feedback that some of the students who've received Saving Grace's violence prevention education have shared. I have never really been in a dating relationship, So learning all this now is really helpful so that I know what my boundaries are and I still have all this information for the future. As someone who is in this type of relationship, dating violence, I wish I would have realized these signs earlier. And the following quote is an example of what we call positive bystander intervention. Your presentation helped me realize that my last relationship was actually very abusive, and I should be thankful for my friends who got me out of it when I was too afraid to. And here is the feedback of a teacher who's invited Saving Grace into the classroom to provide violence prevention education. At the high school, we teach human sexuality, but one of the pieces that sometimes gets overlooked or watered down is the healthy relationships piece. Saving Grace helps us fill the gap, and they do a great job of getting their message across to the kids. Many times I see students who are in unhealthy relationships have an aha moment. It's vital that we start this discussion before they get out of high school so we can curb violence ahead of time. I truly believe that Saving Grace is a vital piece of our high school health curriculum. So we know what we need to do to effectively deter dating violence and truly shift attitudes and behaviors in our community. We need to have a minimum of at least 2 full-time staff members presenting in the classrooms and engaging with the broader community so that dating violence prevention is instilled at every turn for young people. We appreciate you joining us in support of the 4,600 clients we provided vital and sometimes life-saving services for last year, and for the 3,000 students we served with violence prevention education. We all need to stand together to create a safe community where domestic and sexual violence become a thing of the past. Every contribution you make today, whether a financial pledge or the gift of your time, brings us one step closer to that goal. And whether you've supported us for years or are giving today for the first time, I want you to know your support truly makes a difference. So next, I invite you to watch a video that shows you what we're doing with dating violence prevention and to hear from some amazing young people involved with Saving Grace. Thank you so much.